This is a Planet Bureau production for Evergreen Media. And now it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.
Hello, welcome to On the Spot with EGM. I'm Jesse Krisky, and joining us today, we've got a full house. We've got Dr. Jeff Livingston of Vero ENT. Hey, Doc.
How's it going?
Great. We've also got Dane Ullian, the attorney from Gold Cooksey Fennell. Is that right, Dane? Did I get
Fennell,
that right?
yeah.
Fennell.
Yeah, you got
it. Okay, thanks. And Ross Partee from the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Hey, Ross.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, guys. Well, we're here to talk about the Sawbones versus Jawbones charity softball game and tournament to benefit United Way of Indian River County. So tell us a little bit about Sawbones versus Jawbones. How did it start?
Well, this is a charity softball game that we started maybe for selfish purposes. We wanted to have a little fun. It started out actually in the I moved to Vero Beach around 1999, and I think around 2004, 2005, the hospital sponsored an employees versus physician game as a way to bring families out to Dodgertown. They had a picnic. And we had a game, had a trophy, and then around 2007, the game morphed into a game against the lawyers. I think the Bar Association got together with some of the doctors in town. You remember Jeff Wolf, who's an anesthesiologist at the hospital, and a friend of mine helped to organize, and we had the bright idea to try to raise some money for charity, and at one point collaborated with United Way. So we've been doing this game more or less on an annual basis for about 10 to 15 years, Dane?
Yeah, I think that's about right. The bar associations, all of the Treasure Coast bar associations will put together a softball team, and every year or two have a little tournament between the different county bars, so St. Lucie, Martin, and Indian River. And so there was a natural transition to playing the Doctor Lawyers game, which is really good for community collaboration and a lot of fun. Although every once in a while, the doctors will have a ringer, some sort of former minor league player that just beats up on us, but it's a good time either way.
I don't know. I think the doctors are good at saving lives, but I don't know if we're good from saving ourselves from a savage defeat based on the last 3 years' performances.
I think we are officially changing it from Sawbones, Jawbones to Jawbones, Sawbones at this point.
They talk a good game.
Switch it up a little bit.
I like it. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Now, this game is going to be May 19th. That's Friday, and that's at Holman Stadium at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex. So who specifically is all involved? This is doctors versus lawyers? And so we this year, actually, as of last year, we tried to expand the event, get a little more community interest rolling. We did some advertising, had some food trucks out at the stadium. It was the first time we'd had the game back at the stadium in a few years because of a COVID hiatus and some other things. We had a different charity we were working with, but we got the game back out to the stadium, and we were excited to have the Little Leaguers come out and stage an all-star game of sorts. We'll let Ross talk to that a little bit. And brought some families out to the ballpark. And again, we raised a good amount of money last year. We were happy to get people out there and enjoying the ballpark, which is great.
Yeah, so I think Little League uses that as kind of a warm-up for the All-Star tournament that starts in the middle of May. Practices start in the middle of May, and the tournament for Little League starts in the middle of June. So Little League's kind of use that as a time to have some fun with the doctors and lawyers in our community, while also developing the kids, giving them an extra chance to play in front of a crowd on a big stage like Holman Stadium. So it's a lot of fun. It's a really good time.
Yeah, and it's not only an excuse to get out to the stadium and stop watching cat videos on your phone, but it is really nice. The stadium's been renovated, and the community doesn't get to come out to the stadium and enjoy ball games that often anymore, unfortunately, since the Dodgers left. I mean, we have the annual Jackie Robinson game that's out there, and there's some other events like the Harvest Festival, but this is just a great opportunity to come out and have a great evening at the ballpark.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great time at a historic stadium. Go ahead, Dane.
I was going to say, the beneficiary of the charity softball tournament this year, as it has been historically for most of our time doing this event, is the United Way. And so we're really appreciative of their support, their interest in the event. They'll have personnel out there. There's no ticket price, but we do have a suggested donation at the door, and you'll get an opportunity to talk with some of the United Way folks and hear about some of the great work that they're doing in our community, supporting a lot of the other specialty organizations that work throughout the community.
That's great. And is it because they support so many organizations? That's why you've chosen United Way as a beneficiary?
Yes, the United Way. If you're looking for local impact, the United Way of Indian River County is one of the best organizations to support. Certainly, there are plenty of great organizations in the community, and part of what the United Way does is it vets a funding process to make sure that it's meeting the needs in the community. And it's a community-driven vetting process. So it's a really great way to support many of the areas of need in the community.
Terrific.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. So this is going to be a fun time at the ballpark, historic ballpark, Jackie Robinson training complex at Holman Stadium, the old Dodger Town. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some sponsors we need to thank. Is that right?
That's right. So our presenting sponsor is Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. We thank them first and foremost for their continued support of this event. But a lot of the different doctors and their practices and law firms and a few other organizations support us every year and are coming out again. So we want to thank the Mental Health Association of Indian River County, Vero ENT, Vero Orthopedics, Vero Beach Neurology and Research Institute, Zayas and Ruiz Immigration Attorneys, Gould Cooksey Fennell, Collins Brown Chartered, Florida Eye Institute, and the Indian River County Bar Association.
And we're still accepting sponsors. If everybody gets the itch to donate to United Way, you can get a banner up at the ballpark, and we would love to have your sponsorship. I think we'll give you the email at the end of the broadcast. It's going to be, you can email Dane directly, and we can get you in.
All right. Dane, what is your email while we're talking about it?
D. Ullian, Ullian, at gouldcooksey.com, GOULDCOOKSEY.com. Sorry, that's a mouthful. I didn't write it.
Very good.
And $5 at the door works too. Suggested donation. And if you want to come and just hang out at the ballpark and watch the game, you're definitely invited regardless. And we hope to get a foothold of this event and make it into something bigger each year. Maybe get more and more of the community involved as time goes on.
Absolutely. I was just going to add the concessions will be open as well for this game. So if you guys want to have anything you need to eat or feed the kids, it'll be available.
All right, great. And I hear there's a Little League United Way Cup component to this tournament. Is that right? Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I'll have to do a little research on that and get back to you guys. I'm not 100% familiar with that, but I'm sure we'll figure something out to have a good time either way.
Yeah, well, it's not just about the cup or the trophy. It's about the snacks. Like you said, there'll be plenty of hot dogs and peanuts, and I'm told the beer may be available at the stadium too. So if that's a reason to come out, then that's great. But we do have an actual trophy. The kids get excited about that. And it gives the game a little bit of extra meaning. This is the second year we've done officially a Little League game out there, and it's great to watch kids having fun.
That's awesome. All right. Now, if somebody wants to become a sponsor or get involved, how can they contact you?
In one of a number of ways. You could reach out to either me or Dr. Livingston through our practices. I'm at Gould Cooksey Fennell. Dr. Livingston's at Vero ENT, or you could use the email address I gave you again, which I'll spare everyone repeating it.
And we have a Facebook page for the game that's going to be up shortly after this broadcast goes live. And you can certainly visit the Facebook page. If you DM, I think I'll be able to get your DMs directly. And also Jessica from United Way, who's helping us out, is going to be monitoring that page as well.
All right, great. And I believe you can learn more at unitedwayirc.org.
Yep.
All right, very good. All right, so let's go over again the game. Time, place, and all that good stuff.
So Friday, May 19th.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting at around 6 p.m. with the Little League game. We'll get the kids out there a little bit early warming up.
All right.
And we'll have a little ceremony beforehand, have somebody sing the national anthem. And then after the Little League game, there'll be a trophy presentation, and we'll do some other niceties, and we'll get the Dr. Lawyer game underway. After the game, Dane, we have some festivities planned. We plan to have a big celebration with the doctors, celebrating our victory this year.
Good luck with that. It's Friday Night Lights. It's Friday Night Lights at formerly historic Dodger Town, Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Holman Stadium. It's going to be a good time.
It is going to be, that's right. It's going to be a great time. Friday, May 19th, and that's the place to be. Sawbones versus Jawbones. They take the field at 7. Concession stands will be open. Just come on out and have a good time. All right, guys. Well, I think we got to everything. Is there anything else we need to cover before we leave?
You got any ringers recruited for your team?
There's one.
We're doing
still
a scouting report.
That's right. We're still twisting his arm.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot, Dr. Jeff Livingston, Dane Ullian, Ross Partee. Thank you very much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having us.
All right. We'll see you at Sawbones versus Jawbones. Everybody take care. Thanks for listening to Planet Vero Radio. And we'll see you next time on the Spot. Bye.